Hello everyone and welcome back to another video of Throne and Liberty. Today we're going to talk about crafting. How does crafting work? Where can you do crafting? And just how does it work, generally. This is a basic level beginner's guide. So, we're not going to talk about in-game crafting. We're more going to talk about first time getting to craft. So the first thing you have to do is find where you can actually craft. If you open up your map, you will see here in the top left corner, you have a pin list, the icon filter, and here you can see there's one here called Crafter. Just there, yeah, above my webcam. Here you can see this is the different kind of crafters you can find. You can find blue crafters and you can find purple crafters. The purple crafters can, make in-game gear, which you can find, for example, over here in the castle down here, Stormguard Castle. We have a few of them there. And the blue crafters, which can make beginner gear, is found here in the first city called Castleton, which you will find the moment you complete the tutorial in the game. Then once you find them here, you have the weapon crafter, you have the armor crafter, the accessory crafter, and then you also have a skills researcher and sundries crafter. Sundries is more like food and stuff like that. Skills is more like to get skills book. And then you have the armor. Weapons, armor, and accessories. So, what do you do then when you find them? Talking with the weapon crafter, for example, you can see I am able to craft different weapons from him. I can craft green weapons and blue weapons, and it's basically like every other MMO where gray is the worst, green is better, blue is better, then purple, and then this game also has legendary, but I haven't seen a single legendary in this game yet. So looking at these, for example, okay, let's see. I am using sword and shield. I am using a two-hand sword. I'm running a tank build where I use sword and shield and two-hand. You can also see I can craft great swords, daggers, crossbows, longbows, staff, wand, weapon materials, and then you have your fairy page. So for example, if I wanted to upgrade my weapon from a green weapon to a blue weapon, I could create this one here called Fire Resistance Broadsword. It has crit and max health, which is really good because I'm a tank, so I need that max health. It has a lower max health than my normal weapon, but it's gonna give me more damage, so I guess it's a fair trade maybe. What you need for actually being able to craft these items is you need a recipe, so basically like an item that allows you to craft this specific item, and then you need materials, which you will be getting from different various events in the game. The recipes for green items is a bit easier because that just says weapon. So when you have a recipe from a green item, you can just use it on any weapon you want. So it doesn't matter. It's very easy. The same if you want to craft armor, you also just need the armor one here. So nothing more. Just quality lithograph, armor. That's pretty much it. But the moment you go to blue, then you need a recipe for that this is specific item, dark boreas visor, and then you need a crafting recipe from that. For getting some of these materials, it is very wise to do what is called contracts. So basically on the map you can find these contract managers, and down here when you do these contracts they will give you various items that you need. For example, talking with the contract manager, you can see he is actually giving me recipes for crafting armor, weapons, and he also gives me quality magic powder, which we also need. He also gives me these boxes here where it contains other crafting materials inside. So it's very wise to do contracts. If you want a full guide on what a contract is, I have made a video which is called Contracts Beginner Guide. When you do contracts, you also get items like coins, these contract coins. And as you can see here, we can actually also buy the weapon, accessory, and armor recipes here. Behind webcam, this is the armor, accessory, and weapon. And you can even buy recipes for epic weapons, which is first in-game stuff. So pretty cool. So contracts help you getting materials for crafting and so on. Of course, when you're crafting, you can also run around an open world and find materials like lumber, stone. You just run around and gather them if you want. They're all around the open world. So for example, this guy here, the weapon crafter, if I wanted to craft my two-hand sword here, I need the recipe, which we can click on, and we can say how to acquire, view usage. So you can see like what can I use it on. You can also share it in the chat, but how to acquire it? How did I actually get this one? Then it has all the different ways on how you can get items. Did I get it from hunting? No. You can actually get it from hunting by killing Toximorph worker spiders, grey claw fighters, or grey lichen fighter. So killing these monsters have a small chance, you can see here actually, they have a very small chance of dropping. So you can see if you click on the area, you can find the different mobs, click on that spider, and you can see that spider actually has a chance to drop it. Going back in, clicking on some of the other monsters, you can see they have a chance to drop other materials. For example, this boss here has a chance to drop actually weapons directly. But you can see like these different, so basically I can get this recipe for farming these 3 kind of monsters. I could also get it from, I can see here from a codex, so basically from the codex here, you can get it. Codex is kind of like, it's the main story. So once you complete the main story, you actually can pick one of the weapons, the blue weapons to get it from. That's actually how I got it. I remember that now. But again, what I'm trying to just tell you here is that you can click on the item itself, you can click on how to acquire, and go through each of these to see how can I actually get it. We can even get it from the lithograph book. So by collecting all the 4 different green weapons, we actually also get it. So you have many ways on how to get this blue recipe. Good. Now you know how to get recipes. Now we have rare magic powder. So rare magic powder was actually something you can also get from contracts. So for example, if you say how to acquire, we can see there's no ways here. We can get it from the codex, so basically from the main story we get it. We can get it from the main story as well. We can get it from exploration. You can actually, this powder here, you can click on it. You can see there's like a crafting icon here on the right side. Totally forgot that, sorry, I'm supposed to be the guy who makes the guide, right? We're still both learning. So you can see here that you can craft this rare magic powder. Also, you can either click on it and say how to acquire. It has different ways of how to get it. But you can see these crafting icons here means you can actually craft these. So if you click on it, you can see that it says you can craft it. If you go down to the last one called weapon material, you will see the difference are here. So if I click on the green one, you can see we can create the green one from the gray ones. Cool, let's do that. And it has a successful and a failed rate, just most like other MMOs with this type of gameplay. Then you can also create the blue ones here. So we could create 1 blue. And it costs gold, by the way. Good. So now you can see we got enough magic powder, we got my recipe, and we now need all these other materials. Rare mana steel, rare strength crystal, rare dexterity crystal. Of course, you can click on all of them to say how to acquire, and again, you can go through the different things and see, oh, we can actually go here, kill these stone golems, and they have a chance to drop them. Very, very cool. But easier would be to actually go over to the crafting page and see if we can actually craft them. So for example, you can see I can craft 1 right now because I have 5 of these mana steels. The same with these mana steels, we can craft a few of them because we have the low level mana steels. These mana steels can be found by gathering. So you can see when you click on them, and you click on how to acquire, it has like this additional tab here called gathering. Then it shows you where you can actually gather these in an open world. So for example, I click on this one here, and it tells you around this area here, this big area here, you can gather them. So you basically just run around here and you kind of like, look for them. It's kind of like other MMOs where you just like, find that ore or something like that. But the cool thing in this game is you can actually also see them on the minimap. So what I would have to do is I would just basically have to roam around here until I see some kind of like ore object or something like, that pops up on the minimap. So as you can see, we now have found on the minimap, it shows here Moonstone, and here it is. So I can gather it. Just click on it. You don't need any gather like items at all. You just gather it. And boom, we got mana steel, 10 pieces. Nice. And that's the thing you do. You just roam around in those areas. You wait till you can see them on the minimap. You go to them, right click on them, you get materials. Very nice. So, gathering doesn't really need like an exploration like a guide itself, because it's very basic. You just like run around and gather those pieces. Of course, the higher level you get, the higher materials you will find in the open world. But because, you know, I'm in the low level area right now, I'm only finding the gray ones. So now we can go to this car here, and basically I can craft now all the magic steels I want, because I just found additional mana steels. So now it just creates them. I still haven't seen a single one fail, but I guess it's because, you know, I'm like low level, I'm crafting low level materials. And the same now, we're gonna create as many as these blue ones. There we go. So now we can see I got 2 out of 10, 0 out of 6 of these, and 0 out of 6 of these. And now a very good tip is when you run around, do questing, main questing, and so on, your character is gonna get 1,000 of these boxes. These boxes here. These boxes contains so many crafting materials. Don't just open them and choose random things. Keep them until you actually need to use them. So for example, this one here actually can give me some of the items I need. I need mana steel, so nice. But this one actually, these boxes gives random, so you know, you can't really choose. They just like give random, so there we go. And these. Okay, so we can see here, this one here, let's find some, this one here has rare mana steel. Awesome, let's use, we needed I think 8 more, right? So let's use 8 of them and get rare mana steel. And again, these boxes are something you get from different main stories, main questing, and so on. You can see how to acquire. I got them through Codex, basically the main story. You can get them from exploration. You can see like this is like open world. I think it's pretty sure this is like open world quests. These, yeah, it's the blue open world quests. So you can also get them from there, those, and that's pretty much it. So, you know, be gentle to them. Only use it when you actually need them. Keep them in your bag if you don't need them. So that's pretty cool. So now we can say, okay, cool. I now have my mana steel. I got a magic powder. And now I only need my rare strength crystal and rare dexterity crystals. And again, this is just how it keeps going and going and going. You get all these materials. An easy object will be, for example, I need green hands and green boots. So if I go to the armor crafter and say, hey, I need hands. I would like some that has max health because I play tank, and it has to be iron because I want the maximum of defense. So this one here has max health regen and max mana. I don't want that. I want something with, can I filter here? We can't, okay. So I need something with max health. None of them actually has that. Okay, well then I'm just gonna make the ones that I know is in this one here. I know this one here is it's kind of like the set I'm using. So we're gonna make these one here. So we can see we need one of these lithograph armors. So you can see this one here, which you get from contracts. So I got 7 out of 1. I got 1 out of 7. Well, I have 7. So what we need is we need wisdom crystals, strength crystals, and quality mana steel. Again, you can just click on them, say how to acquire, go through them all and see, okay, I can do it in open world dungeons called Abyss. I can do it from hunting, like different monsters. We can get it from lithograph books, so basically where you have to like turn in items to get them in these here. And yeah, that's it. So again, I can go into my inventory and say, okay, I need 4 more quality mana steel. 4 more quality mana steel. Okay, use 4 boxes, quality mana steel. There we go. I also need these. And I got 51 of these, so that's going to be really good for me. This one actually, dexterity and hit. I could also create these, but no. Let's just create the holy one since I have the full set. We need 1 strength and 2 wisdom. So we're going to open this box here. 1 strength, 2 wisdom. There we go. Holy Night. There we go. Now I also need the boots. So what do we need for the boots? Holy Knight combat boots. So it has magic evasion and it's iron. Good. We need 3 strength and 5 mana steel. Easy. Go in here. 5 of these. Mana steel. And 3 strength. Craft again. Holy Knight. Easy. So now we can go into my inventory here. You can also press P, and then you can see the items you have in you right now. So we got this one, Holy Knight, and Holy Knight. So now we actually got the full Holy Knight set. It's not a set, but it's just, you know, have the same name. So yeah, but full Holy Knight items. And now we can get rid of these gray items, because you could. So yeah, that's gonna be for another video. What you do with that. Now we're just going to talk about crafting. In the next video, we're going to talk about what you do with items and upgrading. But yeah, basically, now we got full green items. We can also see that I still need 1 ring. So we could actually also... I know this video is going to get long, but I feel like, you know, it's going to be a good video. So we go to rings. We could get one called health regen, critical hit, melee evasion, weakened mana regen... Max health, max mana. Let's do that one. So for that we need 3 wisdom, 3 strength, and 1 pure gold. Can I create the pure gold, by the way? Yeah, we have, because we actually have pure gold that I have found by running around and gathering. We're gonna make them all. We skip this. You can actually skip it. I didn't know that. So bring... what is this one giving? Hidden melee evasion. No, we don't want that. This one, max health, max mana. And 3 strength, 3 wisdom. And again, you could know I could run around, do other ways to find it, but I have these boxes here, so I should have set 2 more. Wisdom and 3 strength. There we go. Craft, skip, complete. And now we should be able to get the ring here. There we go. We now got full green items. So I hope this guild, I know this guide is going to be a very long guide, but I hope it was useful. That basically you can talk to each of these crafters, craft the different things. You're going to get a lot of materials from the main quest, all these boxes here. Again, these boxes could be acquired through different ways, but basically every item you need from a crafter, it's very easy. You just go to the crafting, you click on, you know, the item you need, you say how to acquire, you go through the different pages, you can see you can get it from these, you can also get it from exploration and codexes, you can get it from lithograph, but you can also buy it here, very important, you can buy it from the contract coin merchant. So you don't really, it's easy. You just click on each of them, find out how you get them. You have these materials down here that you can also craft. And for crafting these, you need these other materials. Like mistwood is just like lumber around an open world that you have to find. But again, if you need mistwood, just to show you, you click on mistwood, how to acquire, then you find gathering, the gathering tab, and you can see these 3 places here has them. Cool. So this place here has mistwood, so you basically just run around here in the forest area and looking for mistwood on the map, and you go down over to them and craft, like, gather them. So I would say the crafting in this game is simple, like quite simple, because now when I want to upgrade to next, you know, blue items, I just have to find out how to get these items. And again, I need these rare strength crystals, which I can craft from the green ones. So now I just need to find the green ones, then upgrade them to the blue ones. It's not more than that. And how to acquire, we can even see you can get these from guild raids, ripstones, abyss contracts. We can actually get them like an open world by killing these. They actually have a chance to drop these, which is pretty cool. So you can go down and farm them if you wanted. You can get them from hunting open world. You can get them from lithographs, you can get them from, yeah, that's the way. So again, very basic crafting. It's one of the most basic crafting in this game. You don't need any second websites, any Wikipedia. That's gonna, you don't need anything else. This game is gonna tell you how to acquire everything. And when you want to craft epic gear, like very better gear, just go to Stoneguard Castle over here with the epic crafters, and they have epic gear. Next video I'm gonna make is about how to upgrade the gear, because you also can upgrade all of the gear. You can see this gear is level 3, 2, 2, 2. For upgrading gear, you basically need these tokens here, these upgrade charter tokens. Very easy, you right click on it, you select which item you want to use, you throw them in. But I'm gonna talk about that in the next video, because that's a very big topic itself, or else this video is gonna be 1 hour long. So thanks for watching, have a great day, and if you want to watch me live stream this game, Throne Liberty, you can find me on twitch.tv/Dvalin, Dvalin. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on Twitch. Peace out.